You don't need to improve yourself to be something else. All you need to do is to feel and sense and own the truth that you are enough already. You were always enough when you were born into this world as the baby who you were, and you are still that child. You are still that amazing being. So just tap into that person within, that child within who needs your love and care. Be their parent, especially if you are dealing with narcissistic abuse experiences ever since you were a child. So you need to be healing that trauma and overcoming that trauma. And it helps so much when you can be compassionate towards yourself and just love yourself authentically and honestly, and, just be healing and letting go of all the pain and getting in touch with your heart and soul again. Because we're sensitive empaths and highly sensitive people, and especially if you resonate with being an earth angel starseed like I am, even more so, we are so sensitive and intuitive, and we're healers here to help the world. But of course, as I always say, first we have to help ourselves every single day so that we can actually function and manage our time and our energy and our everything in our lives. And of course, even more so if we have family and relationships to deal with, and even more so if you have to deal with difficult people, which of course you have to be letting go of and releasing as soon as possible, as much as possible, so that you can actually be yourself and thrive and actually be healthy and happy in this life. And so, this was just coming to me as a message that I want to share. I need to share this. That's, because it can be a big issue, when you sense low energy, you sense low vibrations, dense energy, negative energy from other people who are trying to use you as a punching bag again. They're trying to use you as their mother figure, especially if you are a woman. This can be very common nowadays, which I've seen because we have so many immature men, who just use you. They use you for what you have to give to them, and they just want your benefits, and that's it basically. They cannot care about you. They cannot love you because they don't love themselves. They don't care about themselves, and they don't know how. So they cannot give you that either. As I've said before, a person cannot give and extend to others what they don't have, what they don't possess within. So if they don't have empathy and compassion and love and care for you, they cannot give that to you. So all they have to give is that they are just using you as a punching bag, using you for your benefits. And you are sensing and feeling, picking up, you're noticing this low vibe energy, this demonic energy that makes you feel uncomfortable, uneasy, and unbalanced, and you see and sense and feel that they're trying to steal your peace, because that's their ultimate goal. That is what this crazy low vibe energy does. This demonic energy, that is what they do. They want control over you. They want your peace. So I just, I was called to, to share this right now as it was coming to me. That's, no matter, even if, this has happened in your life when you've been dealing with narcissistic abuse, for example, cyberbullying online, abusive people, because this happens when you are God's chosen one, when you are a sensitive empath, highly sensitive person, when you are an earth angel starseed. People think that you are different and this punching bag just because you are kind and sensitive and giving and big-hearted, open-hearted. You are very caring. You are very empathetic, very compassionate. So these people have this demonic energy within them, and they think that they can just use you and abuse you. And they think that you won't leave. They think that you won't do anything about it. So that is where you have to show them. But of course, again, it's your job to be setting those boundaries, to be honest with yourself, to be knowing yourself, who you are, and where you stand in life, know your value, your worth, and your opinions. And, you know, first of all, you know, always listen to yourself, because it matters most what you think about yourself, not what other people think about you. They don't define you. They don't get to tell you what to do or what to be. They don't get to define you in any way. You define yourself. You create your life. You create your reality. You are the boss. You are the CEO. And you have the power to get rid of people who you don't want to be involved with. And you have to do that. That is top tier self-care. To walk away from what is not serving you, including toxic people, energy vampires, narcissistic people, these demonic entities. Because, you know, for example, you know, I was just mentioning that I was getting those disrespectful comments on social media, and, you know, for example, on my YouTube channel. And, you know, again, this made me think about this, because of course I noticed it. And so, of course, it made me feel a bit uneasy, you know, every time I notice and sense and, you know, see this in any way, you know, people doing this, people being trolls, narcissistic people, toxic people, energy vampires. But of course, the common factor is always that they are just so immature and broken within that, you know, all they do with their time and energy is to, you know, spread more negativity and pain, you know, and they just want to use a kind, sensitive, a joyful person, a positive person, you know, as a punching bag. So of course, that's not going to work with me. But we sensitive beings, Earth Angels, Starseeds, us empaths and highly sensitive people, especially us women who have gone through so much freaking hell in our lives, and we're still standing. So we're so strong women, and, you know, we deserve to be valued by our men, you know, in the right way, in the correct way, that these men are mature, compassionate, empathetic beings as well, who actually want to get to know us and actually want to understand us and actually want to do the work, you know, what it takes to, you know, build a relationship, if this is the case, you know, that we are building a relationship. But of course, you know, wherever we are, we should always be smart adults, you know, of course, and treat others with respect, treat ourselves with respect, and others, you know. But yeah, evil knows no boundaries, and usually these kind of people don't learn. So usually narcissistic people and these kind of, you know, toxic, immature energy vampires, these people who don't want to grow, they don't want to grow or evolve or anything. So that is why they are blocked into hearing whatever you want to teach them. So, you know, usually they do not learn because they don't do self-reflection. They are avoidant. A narcissistic person is always avoidant. So they just run away and hide and, you know, use and abuse you. That is what they do. That's the toxic cycle, and it's very, 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 very painful for a sensitive empath, highly sensitive woman or man. Doesn't matter. Of course, it's not about gender. They don't want to do the work, but you have to do the work, and you have been doing what you can. But, you know, in order to live a happy, healthy, a free life from all of this bullshit, you have to do the work. You have to grow. You have to evolve. You have to do the self-reflection. You have to do the healing work. And that is normal. That is healthy. It's a lot of work, yes, and it can feel very overwhelming in the beginning when you're just starting. But it gets better. It gets easier with time and effort. The more you do that, and of course, praying helps. Turning to God, turning within, meditating, you know, having your spiritual practice in place, turning to Jesus, it all helps. You know, we all always have that spiritual support team around us. And we are so loved. We are so loved. I want to send this guidance, as always, with love and care and, you know, compassion. Because if you're going through this right now as a sensitive being, so you have to know that you are not alone. And, you know, for example, I'm here to help you and support you with my services. If you're interested, get in touch with me. And also, you know, you have to have your boundaries, even though I know it can feel so difficult, but you have to have them. You have to learn how to have your boundaries in place and what your boundaries are, because you cannot be everything for everybody, and you cannot take that bullshit treatment. You don't deserve it, and life is too short for that. So, you know, in order to have healthy relationships, you have to be doing this work, to be, you know, protecting yourself and letting go of the wrong ones. As sensitive beings, we're not here to compete. We're not here to be punching bags. We're not here to be used and abused and taken advantage of. We are nobody's parent who is an adult, who is not our child. So they are not our responsibility, no matter how a kind person you are. But you are not their mother or their father. An adult is always responsible of themselves. You are not. And you have to, you know, be creating that space between you and this person, and distancing yourself from this person, because this energy is not good for you. This energy makes you feel uncomfortable, and it gives you pain and health issues in the long run. I don't know about your situation, who are watching this video right now. I hope that you are really my target person, of course. Sensitive empath, HSP, or Earth Angel, Starseed. So I don't know about your current situation, but at least it's a fact that in our country, in Finland, people have been very burned out and depressed. Like, young people are very, very, very burned out and depressed and suicidal. And I have been very concerned, of course, about this, and it's very painful to even, you know, hear about this. Even though, you know, I've gone through similar stuff, but I survived on my own because I'm strong enough to do that. But yeah, so it's very concerning, and, you know, it just reminds me about, you know, how we need to take care of ourselves and rest enough. And I don't like, you know, this culture of just, you know, hustling and doing, you know, accomplishing, which is very much like, you know, narcissistic energy, because that's basically all they do. Is they just want power, you know, and they want money and success, those shallow things. And it's a very empty life, you know, to live like that. And it's very much, you know, against us, you know, as sensitive beings. We are not like that, because our values are slowing down, you know, not competing with anybody, not arguing, you know. We are maybe quiet introverts, you know, we want peace, we want joy and love and balance and safety. And yeah, so I just want to remind you, you know, to have your boundaries and know when you need to rest. Listen to your body. Learn how to know yourself, who you are and where you stand, and how to take care of yourself. And if you need more help, my resources and my work is here to help you. I've created everything so that it's a no-brainer for you, so that you can just basically just chill. You know, and open up to kind guidance if you come to my services and have one-on-one calls with me. Because, you know, it's so important to be cultivating that peace in your life, to be healing, to be distancing yourself from the negative energy from these kind of people, you know, because they're not giving you anything, they just take from you. And another kind reminder that the next time somebody is trying to steal your peace again, remind yourself that you know better already. Especially if you've been watching my videos on my YouTube channel, if you've been following me on Instagram, I've given you a lot of guidance and tools for free, you know, straight from God and from the angels, to help you on your healing path. And by now, you must know already that, you know, these haters, these trolls, these toxic people, narcissistic people, immature, broken people who need fixing and healing, they are responsible for themselves. You are not responsible for them. And they don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve your attention. They don't deserve anything from you. Because all they do is hurt you and put you down.